joined by Cardinal women's soccer head coach Michael O'Neill to give us a preview of the upcoming 2019 season. Coach, the Lady Cardinals are a pretty experienced group coming back. That's got to be exciting for you. Just maybe talk about the makeup of this year's roster a little bit.
Yeah, very exciting roster for the 2019 campaign. 8 seniors to start with. 8 seniors that have had a lot of success in their time here at SVSU. All of them big contributors since freshman year, and have really tallied up the wins in their 3 years to date. So a lot of experience, a lot of quality in that senior class, and then some other great returners that were big contributors from last year's campaign, and obviously an incoming class that we're really excited about. 11 new players, 9 true freshmen, and then 2 transfers. All of them we feel have potential to contribute right from the get-go, and I'm sure that we can build from last season's success with the makeup of the roster we have this year.
Speak to the schedule this upcoming 2019 season a little bit, maybe with some of your preseason opponents are, out of conference and building up towards that GLIAC play.
Yeah, we have a very strong schedule this year, as it would turn out last year. 4 teams from the GLIAC conference made the postseason. 4 teams out of 8 in the Midwest region, which is unheard of, but is testament to the strength of schedule within our conference. So in order to prepare for that, we have to make sure that we schedule some high quality opponents, and we believe we've done that this year. For example, we play out of conference games against the number 1 seed from last year, number 2 seed, and the number 5 seed. So some great preparation for us before going into conference play. We open up our season with 2 games against GLVC opponents, one in Maryville and the other in Umsal. 2 opponents that we played last year and had a successful weekend. We know obviously what the challenges they're going to bring, but 2 games that we feel we have to make sure we approach the right way to get off to a good start. That's what put us in such a good position last year, was the start we had towards the start of the conference play. I think we were going in there with only 1 loss, if I remember correctly, which is huge. It just gives you a little bit more margin for error. So those 2, that opening weekend is huge for us. Then we travel down to West Virginia to play Ohio Valley and Salem, 2 schools that we haven't played before, but again, that are going to give us great prep prior to conference play starting that 3rd weekend. So a very tough out of conference schedule, a very tough in conference schedule, but we believe we have the quality to handle that each Friday and Sunday.
You spoke to the teams that were fortunate enough to compete in the NCAA tournament last year. We were one of those teams, and maybe talk about expectations wise a little bit and where you see this team at the end of the year.
Yeah, it's an exciting year for us because to now have a core group of players that have experienced that NCAA berth, I think is huge, because we had quality in previous years, but now they know what it takes, and that means that our expectations are to get back to that NCAA postseason. I believe we have the quality, we have the experience, but like every year, we're going to have to make sure we compete in every single game, because there are small margins in the NCAA, and unfortunately one bad weekend that could cost you a run at that postseason berth. So we believe we have the quality, we believe they have the talent, the girls know what it takes, and we're prepared to get the job done.